Are you having trouble figuring out how many tokens you're creating if you have multiple Academy manufacturers on the field? If so, here is an equation to figure out exactly how many you're creating. With Secrets of Strixhaven coming out soon, Wizards is going to be introducing equations into the game. How I came up with this equation is an interesting story. For starters, I have a commander deck that revolves around me creating as many tokens as possible in order to win the game, whether that's through taking infinite turns, achieving win conditions, or just flat out burning my enemies. One of the things that I like to do in this deck is play Academy Manufacturer and find a way to make multiple copies of it. The way I go about this is by playing Helm of the Host and equipping it to Academy Manufacturer before I enter my combat step. Once I have multiple copies of Academy Manufacturer, the next step is trying to figure out how many tokens are being created. We know that if we control one Academy Manufacturer, we're going to be creating one of each token. Thanks to the official ruling provided by Wizards, we know that if we control 18 Academy manufacturers, we are going to be creating 129,140,163 tokens of each. With that added information, we now know that if we control one Academy manufacturer, we're going to be creating one of each token, and if we control 18 Academy manufacturers, we're going to be creating over 1 million of each token. The next question is, what is the math required in order for us to go from one token being created to over 1 million tokens being created? The answer is geometric sequences. Let's say we have 3 Academy manufacturers on the field and we cast Strike It Rich. The first one is going to see that and we're going to create 1 of each. Then the second one will see the result of the first and create 3 of each. Finally, the third one will see the result of the second one and create 9 of each. The results are 1, 3, and 9. We have now established a pattern where the result of the first multiplied by 3 will give us the result of the second, and the second multiplied by 3 will give us the result of the third. A geometric sequence is a sequence of numbers where each term after the first is found by multiplying the previous one by a fixed non-zero number. In this case, our fixed non-zero number is 3. Now that we know what our fixed number is, we're going to incorporate that into our equation. In this case, we are going to be putting 3 to the power of x, where x is the number of Academy manufacturers we control. However, we have to put a -1 after that because we're not going to be counting the first instance of Academy manufacturer triggering. Now that we have our equation, let's put it to the test by comparing it to the example that Wizards provided in their ruling. With 18 Academy manufacturers, we are now going to cast a spell, Strike It Rich. Once it resolves, we are going to create 1 treasure token, and our equation is now online. Y equals 3 to the power of 18 minus 1 times 1. We're going to then simplify this into y equals 3 to the power of 17 times 1. And simplifying it one more time, our end result will be y equals 129,140,163 tokens of each being created. I hope you guys enjoyed this video about a math equation that can help you out if you have multiple copies of Academy Manufacturer. Let me know in the comments section if you guys have other combos that require complex mathematical equations. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Later.